Philippine economy has been performing quite well over the last many years, and it really goes beyond or before the administration of President Aquino. We are also a domestic consumption-driven economy, and that continues, but that has been bolstered quite significantly by a new industry that has only come up in the last 10-15 years. This is the BPO, or business process outsourcing industry. It now employs over 1 million Filipinos, generating some $21 billion. That's the estimate for 2015. And that not only generates revenues for that industry, but it also provides additional purchasing power to fuel our domestic consumption. Another aspect, I think, another fundamental that has changed for us is the role of investments in our economy. We had been historically an investment-starved economy. It's been mostly consumption-driven. I think over the last 10 or so years, we've seen investments grow double-digit to the point where its share of GDP has increased from 18% to some 22% or 23%. Now, that's very significant when you consider that that has happened without much contribution from government expenditures or foreign direct investments, which are still rather low. That has come primarily from our domestic private sector, big business, and medium and small-sized businesses. That is also transforming our economy. When you look at these fundamentals, almost regardless of what the next administration would look like, you would expect them to continue.
What kind of reforms and policies should the next government introduce to continue the country's strong growth?
There's not as much things that we need to tweak. I think what we need to provide to encourage more investments, not only from foreign but also domestic investments, is infrastructure. Clearly the Philippines lacks infrastructure, whether it's adequate airports, highways, train systems, ports, and so on.
So next year we'll see the Philippines integrate more closely with the more regional ASEAN economies. How will the Philippines fare in this?
When you think about the different aspects of the ASEAN economic community, the one where the greatest success has been achieved has been in trade, because tariffs for trade of merchandise and products around ASEAN has been brought down to zero for most, if not all. Mind you, that started way back in 1992 when AFTA was signed. This is the ASEAN Free Trade Agreement, and over time we've continuously reduced the level of tariff within ASEAN. We've also been trying to address the non-tariff measures that continue to be obstacles towards freer trade among ASEAN. So in a way, the Philippine economy has been exposed already to this open competition within ASEAN. The ASEAN economic community, in a way, is just an official recognition